Good afternoon and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. Oh, guys, I am still sick, and today it's all like the congestion, and oh my gosh, guys, it hurts to breathe and like even to blink because my eyes are like swollen because of how horrible my sinuses are right now. For just 1 second, I want to show you guys something. This is what this dog does for about like 5 minutes, because I know I showed you guys like me picking his toy up out of his mouth and then putting it on the bed so he can get up on the bed. He does this and he tries to gauge if he can actually make it or not, and he runs like this for like 5 minutes. It's seriously, he's like, oh no, I can't make it. Watch, he's gonna go back around again and get it. He only does it when he has a toy in his mouth too. It's the funniest thing ever. He's like, oh no, I can't do that time. Look. Seriously. It just cracks me up with this gigantic football he's got in his mouth. Charlie, you football player. So that's why I have to take it, and then I put it up on the bed for him, and then he comes up. Do you want to come up? Come get it. See, and then he has no problem. He can get up on the bed perfectly fine. He just thinks when he has something in his mouth, like it's going to prevent him from being able to get up on the bed, so he spends like 10 minutes running back around in circles on my floor. Bravo seems like he can do it most of the time okay. Like, Charlie will do it too. A lot of the time it's just with that football, because it's actually like heavy, I think, for them especially. But if they have like a softer, like a smaller ball, or like the rope toy or something like that, normally they're okay. But like with that one, it's really heavy. And Bravo, though, seems like everything that he can bring it all up on the bed, but I think Charlie just psychs himself out and thinks that he can't do it, but in reality he can. He'll spend like 10 minutes doing that, and then if I don't help him, finally he'll figure out some way to get up on the bed, or else I'll just leave the toy and then forget about it and be like, oh, maybe I'll just come up on the bed and not bring the toy. Like I say, guys, I'm still sick. I still feel like garbage. Oh my goodness, I am hoping like this will probably be like, it's almost run its course. Normally when I get sick, it'll be like another day, maybe 2 days or so that I really feel like garbage, and then it'll just kind of be like a lingering cough, maybe some sinus stuff. But like, yeah, at least I'm expecting today and tomorrow to just feel like garbage still. Which today was not very good, but we did go to Walmart and we went to Aldi. I got all the stuff we needed and everything like that, and it was great. But the only problem is, guys, I woke up like late because I didn't go to bed super early last night. And I ended up waking up, like not super early, but still kind of early for going to bed late. I got up, I think like 8:30 or something like that. Or maybe like 8 o'clock, I think I got up. Well, today's the time change, and nobody told me. My dad came in here at like 7:30, I think, and he was like, Kayla, he's like, it says it's 8:30 on my phone. He's like, but everything else, he's like, oh, the clocks in here too, they say it's 7:30, but on my dad's phone it said that it was 8:30, and he's like, I think the time change was this weekend. And yeah, nobody was expecting the time change, and like nobody had forethought that the time change is tomorrow. Like, normally my parents will say something, or like I'll see it, or like something, but I had no clue. I knew it was coming up at some point, but I wasn't totally sure when it was. And so yeah, I had like no clue at all that it was this weekend. And apparently neither did my dad. So he came into my room, and he was like, oh, your alarm clock still say that it's 7:30. He's like, my phone says it's 8:30. He's like, can you check your phone? And I was like, my phone's like, and I was so out of it. I was like, my phone's across the room charging right now. And then my dad's like, I was like, I don't have my phone or something like that. I remember like saying it, like still totally out of it. And then he's like, oh, well then check your TV, because apparently I left my TV on last night. And I turned the TV off. Like, I was so tired and I was so out of it. And then I was like, my dad's like, okay, I'll go check another phone then, or something like that, or someone else's phone. And so then he went and checked, and then he came back in here again at like, I don't know what time, probably like 8:30 or something like that. And then he was like, yeah, Kayla, it is the time change. And I was like, what? I was like, it's 8:30, or it was like 8 o'clock or something like that when he came back in to wake me up for the second time, and I was actually awake that time. And he's like, yeah, it's the time change. Like, it was like almost 9 o'clock then by that point, or like after 9 o'clock. We didn't end up leaving the house until like 10 o'clock or something like that. But I felt like I woke up at like 7, 8 o'clock this morning, even though I really got up at like 9 or 8, or like 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere in between there. I think it was closer to 9 o'clock. But yeah, anyways though, guys, it was just like, seriously, it was like I lost a whole hour of sleep and I'm already tired and I'm sick. Like literally this entire weekend has just been like horrible for me. Being sick, having the time change on top of that, so being sick and losing an extra hour of sleep on top of everything else. And then, you know, like, oh my gosh, guys. But I mean, like, the thing is too is that it's like still an hour ahead, or like an hour later, but I feel tired. So I guess that's a good thing, but it would actually have not been, like, I'd be going to bed early considerably right now, but it's actually like I'm not going to bed early because it's technically like later because it's the time change. So I like the fall time change, but the only thing that stinks about the fall time change is that you lose an hour of sunlight in the fall then, or like, yeah, pretty much, because you're going like forward an hour, so it gets darker earlier. Whereas in the summer, like you gain, or like the spring, you gain an hour of sunlight, which is nice though, because it was like 7 o'clock tonight and it was still like kind of sunny out. Not like really sunny, but it was like the sun was setting. Whereas like before it was like 6 o'clock, or like, I don't even know, maybe it wasn't 7 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. But yeah, it was like, you know, much later, like an hour later, and the sun still hadn't gone down yet. And I was like, this is so nice. It's almost starting to feel like summer already. But yeah, guys, Matthew, he had work today, and my mom ended up cooking dinner, but now she got sick. So she was like telling me, she's like, you should go to the doctor. She's like, you sound bad, which right now I'm actually surprised I'm not coughing. But the problem is that I had one of those like coughing attacks where like I get the littlest tiny tickle in the back of my throat. And I swear, I cough so bad that I like, it is just like paralyzing. Like you can't do anything. It's horrible, honestly, guys. I hate being sick. And I remember I never got coughs like that. Like it's just like that one little, you could be totally fine like eating something, or you could not be eating something. You'd be drinking something. Like you could be totally fine just like sitting here talking or whatever, like not doing anything at all, and all of a sudden you get this little tiny itty bitty tickle in the back of your throat and you start coughing so horribly bad that you feel like you're just gonna like hurl, or you're going to just like, you can't stop, and it's like immobilizing because you just can't stop coughing. It is literally the worst. And so, yeah, I had one of those today, which I was, like, waiting for. I had one last night, like, right before I went to bed. And I think that's why I fell asleep with my TV on last night, which I really normally almost never do. But I think it was because I was like, okay, Kayla, you just need to, like, calm down and calm yourself. Because when I start coughing like that, once you start coughing a lot of times when you're sick, you can't stop. So I just told myself, I was like, okay, you need to just calm down, breathe, and like slow down, because the more you get yourself worked up, the worse you start coughing. And so I was like, okay, you need to just calm down, breathe, and like stop coughing. And I think I actually put myself to sleep last night by doing that, instead of like remembering to turn off the TV like before I went to bed and everything like that. So I think I just fell asleep like right after like I had that coughing fit last night. So hopefully no more of those. But yeah, I haven't actually coughed that much for like recently. I say that now. But yeah, it's just like the cough is actually not that bad, I feel like, as like I've gotten in the past. The good thing is though is that my dad was home today, so this morning while the whole time change thing was going on, he actually did a load of dishes for me this morning between the time we thought it was 7:30 and 8:30. So yeah, he ended up doing that, and then when I got home, I put the dishes away, and I loaded up a little bit more of the dishwasher again, and I did 2 loads of laundry today, guys. So although I still felt like garbage, I still got the stuff done I needed to. Like I said, went to the grocery stores and everything like that. And I am a little bit frustrated at Walmart this week because I ended up, well, not at Walmart, but doing my Walmart grocery shopping trip, because there was $9 worth of rebates that I can't claim because one expired, and then the other one's telling me that it was the wrong product, even though it says that it's the right one. So it was really frustrating me. I think I'm going to send them an email and ask why, because I did that before with something else. There was a problem. I bought like enough or spent enough to get one of the rebates back. And it was telling me that I hadn't, that I was like $1 short or something like that. And I was like, I think it might have not counted. So I sent them an email and they got it all sorted out like really quickly. And so that was awesome. But yeah, this other rebate now, I'm going to have to email them and be like, hey, so, you know, something's not working. So that should at least be $3. The other one, I was really frustrated because I didn't get $6 back and I was really upset. So yeah, guys. But I did get one of the rebate checks in the mail, which was a good thing. So anyways, though, guys, yeah, today's time change threw me for a loop, and I am tired for some reason early, which is like refreshing, but it's actually not early. So I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.